everything about my own faults, I don't acknowledge them, I won't correct them. Lack of gratitude for others. Maybe on this path of goodness that I have traveled, I was helped by many. Many gave me a helping hand. There is no acknowledgement. And of course, I don't acknowledge the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I am risking the loss. When a person shows vanity, he also does not inquire about things that he doesn't know. Because it's too high, how can he inquire about things? How can he ask anything? So he doesn't ask about things that he doesn't know, and therefore remains ignorant. You don't ask, you don't know. And finally, he remains holding his own incorrect perceptions. In other words, the vision is gone. It's a really disastrous disease. And as with all diseases of the spirit, the cure lies in acknowledging it, that you have that problem, and then step-by-step way of changing your outlook about things. Let's go slightly in details. Even though this cure is for all diseases, but particularly for vanity, looking towards and turning your attention to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, becoming aware of His majesty and His omnipotence, at the same time of one's own weakness compared to Him. Many times when you say, "Man arafa nafsahu, faqad arafa rabbahu," we come with different, ways that this will be interpreted. One of those is realization that you are nothing, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is everything. In other words, realizing His omnipotence and your impotence, His absoluteness and your nothingness, His power and your weakness. Of course, it's the fact that the Creator deserves worship and praise as He has created and is sustaining as long as He wills. His is the existence, and everything besides Him, compared to Him, is nothingness. This acknowledgement must come into your mind constantly. It's His will that creates life, and by His will again, the life meets death. Every power that a human being possesses, or for that matter anything else possesses, is from Him, because of Him, and as long as He wills. Every good quality that the person has, every good action, every commendable deed a person does, is possible only through the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A human being originates from a drop of semen and ends in a handful of dust. Where does vanity come from? Quran says, قتل الإنسان ما أكفره من أي شيء خلقه من نطفة. Perish man be perished, man be killed. How unthankful he is. From what he has been created? A drop of sin. And then ثم أماته فأقبره. He dies, and why it's happened? The grave, in the dust. Okay. What is there to be proud? Why vanity? Why self? The Quran alludes to the humble origin of man, his helplessness in the womb of his mother, then at his birth, in infancy, and so on. The fact is that even throughout our life, when we are able to walk and talk, our whole autonomic nervous system is beyond our control. Can you stop your heart from beating? No. Your blood from flowing? No. It's not under your control. The system keeps on working. The brief moment, the brief interval of his life, when a man is alive, he is struggling, he is prone to disease and discomfort, dominated by desires, driven by delusions, and finally demolished by death, ending in dust. Why should he be proud? This contemplation of one's own humbleness must awaken us. So when I said the first thing, a general concept that is key to removal of all vices, is the perception of creator. But here in this case is the most important one. As to demolish the vanity, you need this understanding that you are nothing, that your creator has given you power, the skill, the knowledge, or whatever that you are proud of. This awareness of one's own humbleness, one's own true position, that is being insignificant creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is the first step towards demolishing vanity. If this step is not taken, vanity is not going to go away. Self-conceit will be ever present. So the first step is to acknowledge the omnipotence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and your own impotence. Of total control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and your own weakness. The existence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and your nothingness, and so on. This also may awaken in you virtue of real piety. And you may devote your being, your existence to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by contemplating like that. Sometimes vanity creeps in due to some divine blessings. For example, knowledge, devotion, piety, faith, courage, generosity, patience,